What's going on today, everybody? Happy Easter, by the way. Today, I want to talk about noise exposure and tinnitus. I want to discuss the risks, the prevention, and the coping strategies. So, welcome to the channel. And today, I want to talk about noise exposure. And I want to talk about the risks of noise exposure and tinnitus. It is no secret that loud noise exposure and hearing damage and tinnitus are related. It's in the music community, and I'm a musician, a music producer. Kind of like the underlying sentiment is that we all have it. It's just none of us are talking about it. So everyone in music that it does music has tinnitus. Pretty much everyone. And the reason for this is what I believe is that musicians are also always listening very, very intently and basically program their ears to listen in on very minute details in music. Then I think because they're tuned into listening to so many different sounds and frequencies, tinnitus is going to become a little bit more obvious to them. I think that is one of the reasons, alongside of the reason that they are exposed to loud noises. And the reality is that when you don't have a sort of issue with your hearing, you take it for granted. I'm sorry to say, but human beings are like that. It's not until you have a health scare that you start, cleaning up your diet. It isn't until, your spouse leaves you that you realize, well, I probably shouldn't have taken them for granted. So human beings are notorious for taking things for granted until it's gone, and then we miss it. And I coach so many people that say, I was so dumb. I should have just, why didn't I put hearing? Why was I exposing myself for years and years and years to loud noise? And I didn't take my hearing. I took my hearing for granted, and now it's too late. I'm here to tell you, I did the same thing. I grew up, and nobody, not even my dad, nobody told me to wear hearing protection. I used to shoot guns without hearing protection. I was like 10 years old, 12 years old. I lived in the country. I was exposed to loud noises my entire life. It wasn't until like my mid-20s that I started using hearing protection when I played with my band. So I'm going to talk about the coping strategies that you can do to help yourself. I would, without a shadow of a doubt, go get fitted hearing protection. It's like $200, but it is going to save you. Okay, get those. I have hearing protection wherever I go at all times. I keep a pair of foam earplugs in my wallet. I have a pair of earplugs on my keychain. I have a pair of earplugs in my guitar case. I have a pair of earplugs in my car, multiple pairs of earplugs in my house. Wherever I'm at, I have earplugs. I do not care what is going on. And it has saved me so many times when I was out and about, and then there was loud noise. And you literally cannot predict where you will be when there will be loud noise. For example, I'll tell you this story. My friend was like, hey, you should come over and hang out at my house. Okay, cool. Went over and was hanging out with him and his girlfriend. And then we ended up, let's take a walk. We were walking. And there's a band playing. Let's go in here. And I just, out of the blue, found myself, and I was like listening to this like vocalist who was just screechingly loud in downtown Nashville. Guess what? I had my hearing plugs, popped them in. And I was like, at first I was like, wow, I hope I'm not offending anybody. But I didn't care because it was way above the threshold for reasonable hearing. And because of that, all my friends were like, man, we should have brought earplugs too. And I think their ears were ringing, but mine weren't because I had hearing protection. So I would invest in that. Go to your audiologist, pay the $200 and get the fitted in-ear protection. And there's different filters you're going to be able to, you have the negative 44 decibel, they have a negative 25 decibel, negative 15 decibel. It's just going to be the right protection that you're going to need if in any given situation. With that being said, what is the acceptable range of hearing that you can hear without hearing protection? You don't want to overdo hearing protection, but you want to make sure you have it when you need it. So for me, I basically, if it's like normal conversation, I'm not going to use hearing protection. If I'm out and it's a loud crowd, I'm not going to use hearing protection. Basically, for me, if it's under 90 decibels, I'm not really going to worry about it. When it gets above not to 90 decibels and above, up to 100, 110 decibels, I absolutely have hearing protection in, like negative 44 dB. Going to a concert, I'm putting hearing protection in. Those are insanely loud, and they can and will cause hearing damage. Rock concerts will cause hearing damage. Chainsaws can and will cause hearing damages. The power tools, drills, guns, shotguns. A shotgun is 140 decibels. That could cause hearing damage in a second. You need hearing protection. You need hearing protection if you're, a live drum set. These are all things that you need hearing protection. So I would download the decibel meter on my phone. Okay. Just type in decibel meter. And when you're out, if it's 85, 90, 100, 110 decibels, I would be using hearing protection. If it's under that, I wouldn't worry about it. That is how I go about navigating it. I keep a decibel meter with me. I think the Apple Watch has a built-in decibel meter. I have my hearing protection. If it's too loud, if it's in the range of hearing damage, I put my hearing protection in. Another thing I want to mention too as well is that doctors are seeing a rise in tinnitus in younger adults, like 19, 20 years old, and they believe that this is because of in-ear earbuds. And the reason they believe this is because earbuds push the sound source up against the eardrum, which then basically trap the sound in your ear canal, which it makes it very easy to turn it up too loud, and you can damage your ears pretty quick. And they're seeing a lot of younger people with hearing damage because of earbuds. That's what a doctor's told me. That's what my audiologist told me. They recommend me not using earbuds. I haven't used them in 2 years. I use over the ear, a nice good set. I bought a pair of Sennheiser. I think I paid like $100 some for this. It's a nice pair, Bluetooth, but these are over the ear headphones, and they are noise canceling. So I literally can't hear anything when I put them on. And that basically, over the ear headphones is less damaging. According to my doctor, multiple doctors and audiologists said that to me. If you blast those things too loud, they can cause hearing damage. Don't blast them. You want to be safe. You want to not blast your sound, but I've used these for years, haven't had an issue. When I mix, I make sure my sound is at a reasonable volume. I literally have a decibel meter in my studio to make sure I'm keeping it at a safe volume. If you practice all of these things and these tips, you can manage noise exposure and you can manage your tinnitus, which, by the way, I want to talk about. Habituation University is a new thing that I rolled out where you can get live Q&A. I'm doing weekly live Q&A about tinnitus, group coaching tinnitus to get you habituated. We have a VIP chat, a tinnitus forum that is exclusive to this community. And this is the cheapest way I can get you habituated to tinnitus. Being habituated to the level that I'm habituated at is absolutely invaluable. Okay, I can't, if you had to put a price tag on it, it'd be worth millions and millions of dollars. Group coaching with me is around $200 per session. Each session lasts anywhere from 45 minutes to 60 minutes. This is a way to get you into group coaching where I basically talk about all the same stuff. It's not specifically tailored because it's group coaching, live Q&A. It is the best value that exists. Nothing like this in the tinnitus community exists. And you can get all that for $39 a month. It's insane. Hit the description, get signed up, because this is going to change your life and get you habituated. You have direct access to me. I'm going to be in there running all the Q&A sessions, running all the group coaching, showing you everything I know to get you habituated. It's invaluable. So anyway, thank you for watching today's video. If you like this kind of content, I urge you to smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I will talk to you all later. Peace.